there's a massive test coming to the stock market, and that test comes in the form of a bond market, a treasury auction. As our dollar is falling, stocks are near all-time highs, but most people don't understand why. And that is because we're moving from inflation to a slight bout of hyperinflation. You ever feel like you just wake up one morning and you're like, your head is sunk so far in the pillow, you've slept so hard, and you wake up and you feel like a bag of concrete? Gosh, that's how I feel. Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Want to talk about the stock market, want to talk about the bond market and this story because there's a looming treasury auction coming. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about how to make some money. All right, sorry. The Ninja, I'm not joking. Hold on. I gotta stretch. Oh gosh. I haven't had any coffee. Have you guys had coffee? Type 1 if you had coffee. Oh, the Ninja needs some coffee. This is seriously what I act like without coffee. All right, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about money. And oh yes, the AI stock trader course has been released. It is in pre-filming discount if you want it, down below. If you're having problems figuring out when do I buy, when do I sell, how do I layer in, how do I layer out, what's an RSI, all this kind of stuff, you're gonna literally walk away from this course, no joke, becoming a prompt engineer. There's some work to it, I'm not gonna lie, but it's going to blow your mind. It's gonna teach you so much about AI, stacking prompts on top of each other, and how to go crush it in stock trading, okay? Or swing trading, or just long-term holding of stocks, all right? So that's a game changer. Links down below. All right, here we go. This story is out of Reuters. It's very important. It says, looming U.S. Treasury debt auctions are important sentiment test. It says U.S. Treasury auctions of notes and bonds this week are even more in focus than usual as tests of market sentiment on U.S. assets. And while investors look like they've been like keen buyers of short and medium-term debt appetite, the long end is more dicey. Why? Because there are a lot of people that are like, okay, in the short term, I'm going to go buy some 30-day bonds, some 3 months. I'm going to get short-term debt, all right? I can deal with that. But in the long term, where is the market going? What is Donald Trump doing with these tariffs? How bad is this war going to escalate? We got riots in California. Oh no, sorry, the media doesn't want you to know about that. Crap. Sorry, Algo. All right, whatever. The Ninja, he just talks a little crazy sometimes. They don't want you to know what's going on in California. Aside from bills, the U.S. Treasury will set a total of $119 billion in 3- and 10-year notes, as well as 30-year bonds. Those are screwed. The later will be closely watched for signs that the bond investors are putting their foot down and rejecting countries with huge fiscal deficits and mountains of debt. That's a really nice way of saying that the world is no longer buying U.S. debt. Well, that's not good for the U.S. dollar. Now, the sad thing is that most people don't understand how these correlate. And how they correlate is, first off, I just need to explain this really simply. When there are not enough buyers of bonds, rates go up. When there are a lot of buyers of bonds or treasury bills, rates go down. Okay, have you noticed that this is the craziest thing? Normally during a stock market correction, and we just witnessed the 10th largest correction in the history of the S&P. It was just like 8 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. It's over, right? A lot of people don't understand what's going on. During that time, that massive downturn in the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and all kinds of other things, we did not see rates dive down in bonds, meaning that people were not racing to bonds. Well, at the same time, there were some people racing to bonds for safety, but we had some big sellers. And we had China along with some other countries. Japan is now jumping into there saying, hey, look, they warned us like a year and a half ago, that they were going to probably have to start selling U.S. treasuries and dollars to uphold their economy. Their yen is crashing, and so they need to be able to sell something to be able to buy yen, take it off the market, and make it stronger. Does this make sense? Type 10 if this makes sense to you. Type 11 if you're like, Ninja, I don't know if you got what's going on. All right, because that's true. A lot of people don't know that because I'm just a dude with a brohawk and a dream. I know, I'm gonna probably keep doing that voice. I need some coffee. I just wander around parking lots and wonder what's going on. I need a drink. Guess what's in here? Just saying. We'll let the internet judge that one. All right, here we go. So we're going back into bonds. And again, there's lots of money to be made here. When markets are like tachycardic, meaning they're about to die, they go up and down. As a firefighter, I knew this when I show up. We hook you up to the machine, and the machine go. I'm like, this is not looking good. It's not looking good at all. But there's a lot of money being made during the ups and downs, the swings. So just figure out how to do that. If you want to use AI, use the course. It will blow your mind. I'm not joking. All right, bond vigilantes, seemingly back with a vengeance, have questioned fiscal profligacy. What the fudge kind of word is it? Profligacy. Who makes this crap up? I thought English was supposed to be easy. I guess not. That's probably why I probably should have paid attention in high school. Around the world, amid concerns, U.S. President Donald can't say his last name because the algo will get pissed off. Trade war and tax cuts will fuel inflation, while the tariffs will additionally curb global growth and force governments to spend more. You see, this is what happens. This is what hyperinflation, before the news, oh wait, hold on, feels like. This is what it feels like. How do you feel? Do you feel screwed over yet? I'm not saying to go rush out and buy toilet paper right now, but I am telling you, I'm not joking. This is the time to stay in those inflation hedges. Cryptocurrencies, the big ones, okay? Don't get crazy with the small ones, especially the meme coins. Those things will just screw you. Gold, silver's just beginning its run. I think it's going to get knocked back by a big baseball bat in New York on Water Street. That's just me. It's DTCC. But anyway, sorry. My point being is that, sorry, the COMEX. Wax silver with a baseball bat, but it's okay because it'll give us a little bit more time to buy silver. These are the times to stay into those and lean in. Now, the stock market's going to probably keep rising because people will keep speculating. If Donald Trump, Algo, did you hear that? I didn't say anything. I'm seriously, they don't like it. Did you know this? A little fun fact. There was a couple videos that I made that just exploded, the penny video. How many of you subscribed? Type penny if you like the penny video. It was awesome because so many of you amazing human beings from around the world go, hey, this makes sense. I'm gonna hit the subscribe button. Jumped on the channel and I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's pay Google to push it out a little bit more. And you want to know why? They said I couldn't do that because of election, messing with elections. I'm messing with elections. That video's messing with elections. Why? Because it mentions this guy named Trump. That's really happening right now. This is like disgusting what's happening. You can't even like pay to like have the world see more of a cool video to go, hey, you know, take your copper pennies and save them because they're going to be worth something. This is where we are right now. It's no joke. Now, who cares about the bond market? We're over that. Point being is this, dollar's going down. Stock market right now is going up. People don't understand why, is because people are trying everywhere they can to get yield. They're still having a hard time keeping up with inflation. Government is lying to you. They're saying that inflation is going down. It's not. There's a couple things that have gone down, like eggs, because Biden failed at killing all the chickens in the world. That's just my, if you believe that conspiracy theory, type 100. Or give me a chicken head emoji if you could find one of those. See how fast you guys are. But my point being is, things are good because there's corruption being fought in parts of the government. That's cool. And then things are bad because the housing market's crashing. And that's good. That's exciting for me. I'm super pumped. I see everything that's bad is actually good. When you know that something's bad, you go do something about it and you make money. Money. I love money. What's that from? The smell of it, the taste of it. No, that's gold. Sorry, that was Goldfinger. Whatever. All right. With that being said, if you guys want the pre-filming discount for the AI stock trader course, it is incredible. I'm not joking. It's going to be some work. There's a lot to it. But the thing is AI is not just a search engine. When you start learning prompt engineering and you put one prompt on top of another, we make it easy because we show you all the prompts to use. But when you start stacking them, it'll blow your mind the results that come out. So if you want to learn how to buy stocks, like when to buy them, when to sell them, you know, all the chart, it's just incredible. Anyway, whatever. Links down below. Economic Ninja is out.